Good day, fellow skiers. I would like to show you a method that I've developed over the years of my skiing in the stripping the old wax off of my cross-country skis and replacing them with new wax on the glide area as well as on the grip area. So first off, what you have to determine is whether the skis require re-waxing. And for my example here, these are my skis that I've used last year. As you can see, they definitely are candidates for replacing the wax on them because they have debris in the wax. So I have one of the other ski here in my rack, and the first thing to do is strip the old wax with an environmentally friendly product. It's called a base cleaner. You can spray it on. I spray the entire length of the ski, and what we'll do is we're going to just let that solvent impregnate the old wax. So we'll set that aside for about 10 minutes. So having waited the 10 minutes, we're now ready to remove it. And what we do use to do that is a lint-free cloth. So we'll remove it. No direction necessary. Doesn't matter if you're going towards the direction of the ski or not. What's more important is to make sure that it gets all that embedded debris off of there. Just going to give this particular one another little shot here. While that's taking effect, I'm going to work on the other ski. Okay. So now that we have the ski base completely clean, we're going to move on to waxing the glide portion of the skis. I'd just like to explain to you the grip zone is determined by the camber of the ski and by the weight of the skier. If you take your skis into a shop, if you haven't got them marked on the outside of the ski with a permanent marker, they'll mark them for you. And it's very critical to determine where your grip zone area is. I've put masking tape on just to differentiate the grip zone from the glide zone. So first off, we heat up the iron and we drizzle the wax over the glide zone. The main thing about this is to keep the iron moving so that you don't burn the base. You rub it down there and also put a little bit of heat on the wax in the groove. Just a little drizzle all the way down there. Going on quite nicely. There. That particular ski is done, and now what we'll do is we'll set it up and let it dry, if you will, for about 30 minutes. After having allowed the glide wax to dry on the front part of the ski and on the tail for 30 minutes, we're now going to take the surplus wax off it with a scraper. What I like to do is to get a nice amount of that just curling off the ski. Just come out very nicely. And it's always nice to have an extra little piece of lint-free cloth just to get some of those little gribblies that are a little stubborn to get. Now we'll do the tail. Oh, that's looking better actually. And you keep doing that until you get no more coming off it. Again, you're using the pin tool, and the pin tool has several little different profiles in it. Okay, so that has taken the majority of the surplus wax off. And for the rest, what we'll use is a bronze brush. Now these cost about $25, $30, and they make them with the bronze, a combination of the bronze and the nylon. So basically what you want to do is go in the direction of the travel. And now what you're ready to do is to do the final portion of it, and that's with the nylon brush. And basically what you'll do is 10 swipes. Okay, now what we've done with this nylon brush is to put little channels for the water that goes between the ski and the snow, and that helps on the glide function of the ski. Now the last thing we do is take a nylon stocking, pantyhose, can be used, that's fine, and do a fun little wipe, and that picks up all of those little particles. We have got finished step 2, and that is re-waxing the glide portion on this cross-country ski. Our next step will be step number 3, and that will be to replace the grip wax, the base wax for the grip wax in the grip zone in the section right here. And prior to that, what I generally like to do is to take sandpaper, about 100 grit, just roughen the surface up on it. Don't have to get too aggressive, but what you're doing there is just giving a better contact for the grip zone wax. And this is a base wax. What I'd like to do here now is to crayon it on. Get it all over the whole surface, and then cork it in. It should be noted that some people actually iron in the base binder. I don't, because I like to leave my iron used exclusively for the glide wax. We actually do 2 layers. So having completed putting the base binder on the grip zone, and we've previously put the glide wax on the front portion of the ski and the tail, we're all ready to take the skis out to the mountains, determine the temperature there, and select the proper grip wax that you would use for that particular area. And so everything that is ready now for the selection of the wax that you'll use for your day of skiing. Thanks very much, and I hope that that has been helpful to you. Look forward to seeing you on the trails.